Welcome to LSU's Tiger Stadium after dark, an environment unlike any other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And here we go, the long-awaited kickoff to get this season started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Tackle after 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the Clemson Tigers with less than ideal field position as they come out for their first possession. And there comes the star running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy that teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him.
First play of the drive, they look to the right. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Cut quickly.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Caught on the outside. It's Brown. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Green. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
So the LSU Tigers offense comes out for their first possession today. This wide receiver, Kirk, is so dynamic. It puts a lot of pressure on the corners, and frankly, the safeties are going to have to get involved in coverage today, right?
Yeah, the three safeties going to be tempted here to make plays, but this quarterback has a favorite target. He comes up with most of the 50-50 balls. Expect to see plenty of double coverage and help from this free safety today.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. A dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Moore.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Second down after that completion. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. That completion makes it second and medium. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route.
It's a fumble. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
The rain ended up acting like an extra defender on this last play.
Here, we've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. And it's a bunch formation. Here comes a handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
2nd down play coming up. Scanning the field. It's Manning. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finds room at the 30. And they're finally able to stop them. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. The pocket breaking down. The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the 1st quarter. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the 1st quarter. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Grab behind the line, it's Brown. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Ball is incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. They're going to run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. To throw, it's Manning. Looking right, this one caught.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it. Fighting him off.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got...
Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Now the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the defense gets involved, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Dropping back, it's Manning. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Off the play fake on 1st down. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. At the the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
There's no one to throw to there on third down, and now it's a fourth down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in good position. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Defense is nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, LSU for years has played a one-gap defense that loves to pin their ears and get upfield. It's a risky defense, and it requires great athleticism on the defensive line, something that they've had forever. Great sack here to keep that tradition alive. But you think back over the years, Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears, and Glenn Dorsey, and off the edge, Kiki Mingo. Just so many great LSU defensive linemen that can get after that quarterback.
So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They'll test the right side here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And now the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Manning. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete and brings up third down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Can he take it all the way? Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looks left and finds his target there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And he'll set up to throw. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Tackled after the interception, and that will be the final play this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
Returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions.
And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That picks up a first down. Spotted at the 39. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting off field, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again. I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
He'll hand it off. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Can he get there on the ground? Looks like LSU has the first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. On the run, he'll let it go. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. A handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Jukes to get free. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Well, this defense has to respect this quarterback and how he can get out in the open. Sometimes he will run, but the offensive coordinator does a nice job with the defense focused on the quarterback. You go with a jet sweep, you get your speedster out on the edge, and the defense doesn't know if the quarterback has it or if he hands it off to the jet sweep. It's a big game for their offense.
Offense facing second and goal. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Third and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he'll be brought down.
Well, the home crowd making it pretty obvious. They clearly want the offense to go for it. Big fourth down play coming up.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. That completion makes it second and medium. An inside give now from the shotgun. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. The back's got it on the pitch. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Play action here on first down. Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And the Tigers come to the line in a hurry up.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Dump off caught by the running back. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short gain.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. Running back has it on the screen now. Great cut. They whiff on him. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
First and goal, handoff. They finally corral him at the 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on second and goal? We're going to score with a run to the right. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Hand off to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Manning. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your... Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, LSU.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed off. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Hold it. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And on the carry, he's heading left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Fights through the tackler. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Running back grabs it on a screen. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. Fourth down coming up.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Hand off to the single back. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
That game makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. To the air, it's Manning. And he's got his man open downfield. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That's caught. It's Anderson. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
Need to pick up something here on 3rd down. A field goal try here would be from 58. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
1st down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's Manning. Makes a quick grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Watkins. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Got space, looking to score. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
And a timeout taken by the offense to stop their clock with 12 seconds remaining.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, LSU.
So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game. But you love to see a game come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last? And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.